Here's the red mare, my darlings. We have had some sunshine and blue sky, but now we have hail. My lovely tough girls, they've got, look, the new hay's arrived. Oh, Flo, it's really arrived. Do you love it? Do you love it? This one wanted to come and join in, and do you see the lovely farmer just left it just too far from the fence? So I arrived to, I'll just pick this up. I arrived to find her desperately craning her neck, even though she's got her own hay over there, look, under that tree. But she wanted to come and be with her friends and check out the new hay, and quite right. Clovey Clove. And Clove normally is on a bit slight starvation rations because she can get a little bit fat. But she's looking so good at the moment. And she's literally been on not very much grass and one hay net a day for quite a long time. So I thought, come on, I'll give her a treat. I can give her a bit of extra exercise. And she's just so happy. And then Freya turns out to be rather delighted to have a field to herself. As you can see, she's only over the fence from her lead mare. I don't normally like having horses by themselves, but yeah, look, she's very relaxed, and the red mare will go watch over her and comfort her if she needs it. So it's logistics sometimes get a little bit complicated in our field, and they just are at the minute, but it's a minor fillip and it seems to be working out brilliantly. So this is our new regime. Red mare roaming freely as always, looking after everybody. These two little naughties. I know I always say don't use the word naughty, but you are little mischiefs, aren't you? You're little mischiefs. Yes, you are. She says, I don't know who you're talking about. These little mischiefs get to have fun in this field, which is not huge, but big enough. And then we let them out for a little adventure in the woods every so often to keep them happy. And we just hope that's going to work for a little bit. But look, blue sky, all the hail is gone. Nice Barry over there is putting in something, I don't know what. Landlord's always got projects on the go. And pretty happy day actually. Yes, so I always think when I start these videos I'm going to give you something incredibly useful and wise, and some marvellous piece of horsemanship that one of the greats have passed down to me, and I can pass it on to you. And actually sometimes I just think, sod it, I'm going to give you a happy day, because the world is so mad at the moment. And actually I really noticed that so much of the horse world is quite cross with each other. I saw another argument going on this morning on Facebook over something which... Shall I talk to you about it? Well, okay, I was going to say over something which I genuinely do not understand. And the thing that people were getting furious about is apparently, I had no idea this was a thing, in showing children just get on the ponies in the show ring. They don't ride them any other time. They don't do anything. No, Flo, you're shocked, aren't you? They don't do anything with them. They just, I don't know, someone else looks after them and schools them, and then the child is plunked on and apparently goes and wins a cup or a rosette. I think that's mad. My mum didn't used to let me come in the winter. If my pony and I had been doing cross country, I had to bring him back. My feet would be so cold that I couldn't hardly stand on the yard. I could hardly stand on the yard. But I had to make him a brown mash with boiled barley and linseed. That's what we did in those days. And made sure he was all warm and rugged up and dry. We've got to dry him off if he was wet. We used to do that with, you'd make these sort of switches out of straw Yes, we did, didn't we? It was the 1970s. One of my young students told me the other day that she was very interested in what she was doing in history, and I said, oh, what are you studying? Thinking it's the War of the Roses or the French Revolution. And she said, I'm doing the 70s. And I went, oh, well, you can ask me, because I was there. Anyway, yeah, my mum was really, really strict. We had to muck out. We weren't allowed to ride until we'd done all the mucking out and swept the yard and cleaned the tack. And I spent all day with my pony. I can't even imagine what it must be like, just arriving at a show and getting on. Anyway, apparently that is a thing. And everyone's furious about it and shouting and screaming. Not everyone, I'm exaggerating. This is why I think the Happy Days eating the hay are actually doing some kind of public service, because obviously it's very important that I do a public service, just to counteract the shouting and the crossness. And I think the shouting and the crossness comes from fear, and I think we're living in quite a fear-inducing world just at the minute. And so that's why I come down and do this. Yes. It's my own private therapy. Just anchor myself in the moment. Ask for nothing more than a happy horse eating her hay. And you know, for an hour or so, everything is all right. Isn't it, my Flo? Everything is all right. You funny girl. Yes.